Hey guys, let's talk about what I just saw. The new Aretha Franklin biopic movie starring Jennifer Hudson, Respect, is out in theaters, and it was a well-meaning, if a little flawed, tribute to the Queen of Soul. The film chronicles the life of Aretha Franklin from her late childhood in Detroit all the way to her achieving the peak of her fame in the 1970s. Now, here are some of the things that I liked about this movie. Jennifer Hudson, overall, gives a great performance as Aretha. Not only does she nail singing like her, but she also does a good job showing Aretha's vulnerability throughout her life. Additionally, the film, to its credit, doesn't try to whitewash Aretha Franklin's life like so many other famous musician biopics of the past have done, but instead is brutally honest about just how rough Aretha Franklin's life actually was. Marlon Wayans also gives a good performance as Aretha Franklin's first husband, Ted White, not only believably showing the charm that you would expect him to have in order to explain how Aretha Franklin got together with him, but also in showcasing just how much of an abusive asshole he ended up being to her. Now, while I did enjoy this film, there were a few things that kept it from being great. First of all, the opening part of the film with Aretha Franklin's childhood does tend to overdo it at hinting at her future greatness as a musician, with so many people in her childhood telling her that she is destined to change the world with her voice. Also, the film pays lip service to the idea that the civil rights struggle and faith were really important motivating factors throughout her life, but we don't really get to see much of it until really the last third of the film. Unfortunately, Forrest Whitaker also gives a rather one-note performance as Aretha's overbearing father. In addition, while Hudson does give a great performance overall in the film, she does get a little too off the rails when trying to portray Aretha's struggles with addiction and getting high off her success. Finally, the film does also have the problem that most musician biopics have, in that it really doesn't flow well as an overall life story, but instead feels like a series of vignettes of Aretha Franklin's life, because there are random time jumps throughout the film that don't have much connective tissue between them. With all this said, I'd give Respect a B. While Jennifer Hudson and Marlon Wayans give great performances in it, and it does try to be brutally honest about Aretha Franklin's life, disappointing performances from the rest of the cast, the rather haphazard pacing of the film, and the tendency of the film to mainly pay lip service to Aretha's advocacy and faith, make this film a good film that honestly could have and should have been a lot better. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. Also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. And if you have any extra money that you're not sure what to do with, there is my Patreon and my coffee. By the way, special thanks to Patreon supporter L'Oreal McNabb. Have a nice day!